So, can we talk about I don't know, maybe a little taboo of a subject in business? Are you ready for it? It should be really shocking, right? I'm kidding. But it is a bit of a taboo subject for a lot of business owners, and that is cash flow. In fact, cash flow is, I think, 8 out of 10 business failures can be attributed to cash flow. So it's a really important part of business. And it's these kinds of conversations that you need to be having in your business so that you have a strong, profitable, stable, financially secure business. Because when you have that security, let me tell you, your business changes and your life changes. And I know this because this is the work that I do. This is hands down one of those things that I have made a passion project to do with each and every one of my clients. And the transformation that I see happens when you fix cash flow, right? When you've improved your cash flow, is that there's less stress, there's more time, there are all these opportunities and advantages that you can suddenly take advantage of, that you can hop onto and put to work in your business. You have more confidence to make decisions, such as, okay, I can hire that person. Even if you're a little unsettled, I don't know that any business owners like always, yeah, no problem, 100%, right? There's always a little bit of doubt. But when you have cash in your business, you're more confident that you can handle the risk, right? Which ultimately has you feeling proud. You walk a little taller, you get a little swagger, right? And you feel successful. So that's what we're talking about today, guys. We're going to give you 3 easy and somewhat unexpected tips and ways to improve your small business cash flow. Well, howdy, everyone. I'm Leslie Hessler. I own Your Biz Rules Business Coaching, and I work with women-led service businesses to grow and scale in a way that's profitable and sustainable so that you can build a brighter future for yourself, your family, and your community. And you're going to need cash flow to make all of that happen. Now, when cash flow is a problem in the business, it can be everything from not having any cash flow. Maybe you're first starting or you've had something catastrophic happen in your business. You could have slow cash flow, like you've got work, you've got people who owe you money, but they're ever so painfully slow in paying, right? And that leaves you in a pinch. It leaves you in a rock and a hard spot, right? You're successful on one end, but you don't have much to show for it. It could just be that there's not enough. Or I think what happens so often, and what I saw happen in the beginning of 2020, is there's enough of a cash flow that it masks the fact that not a whole lot stays. Like you got enough coming in, but it goes right back out the door almost just as quick. Okay, so if you have enough of that going in and out, in and out, in and out, it can feel like you've got cash, but then you don't. Like it's a weird thing. You don't have the money when you need the money to make the investments. And it's like it just doesn't make sense. You've got all this here, but you're like, where did it go? All of those things, those are cash flow issues. All right. So we're going to talk about 3 big things that you can look at. Now, I have an article that we wrote for entrepreneur.com. We talked about 21 ways to get cash flowing. So there are a lot of detailed ways, but I just want to give you the 3 big guys, the 3 ones that I can almost see in every single business so that you can transform your business. You can make these quick and easy changes, right? They're simple, but they're somewhat unexpected changes that you can put into your business that will get cash flowing again. Okay, so the first one is to reduce the hurdles. Reduce the hurdles to purchase and to pay. So if you think about the fact that a dollar bill has a journey throughout your business, how long does that take? Now, sometimes there's things you can do, sometimes there's things you can't do, but it should be something that we evaluate. And here are the couple of ways that I see that people put up hurdles in their cash flow. One is they make it really challenging or really slow for a client to say yes, meaning that the client has to jump through too many hoops, or your sales process, like maybe you meet with a client and the time you turn around and give a presentation is like weeks, and your potential client has already purchased, like you missed out on that opportunity. There's all these hurdles that get built into a business's process, and typically they're built in because of a fear or because of a past experience, or because we don't like to ask for money. I got a secret for you. In my career, I have sold some pretty big high dollar tickets, either in marketing or in interior design, right? I don't like to ask for money. I really don't, not any more than anyone else does out there. But I also know that the money, the cash flow, is how I can serve people. It's what keeps the doors open and the lights on and keeps me being able to do the good work that I do. So we have constructed ways in the business that push cash forward. So where we're getting paid at the time of service, if not slightly before the time of service. So we're not having to go back and ask for money. Now, there's some businesses, if you're working corporate, if you're working governmental, if you're working, with entities much larger than you are, you're going to have to deal with their AR process, right? Their AP process, how they pay you. But there's still strategies that you can put into place that will get you paid quicker. And you can do it in a way that takes out that mindset obstacle around money or asking for money. So, your hurdles, make it easy for people to buy, make it easy for people to pay, right? When those two things, and then a few systems to set up to support it, the money can flow in. It can come into the business. And that's why this category of money in, if you'll think about it, we just need to reduce the hurdles. We need to make it as easy as possible for you to get paid, whatever that may mean. Our second step, I'm going to tell you, this is probably the most unexpected step. It is the step everyone likes to skip, right? It is about leveraging and maximizing your investments. I look at business as a return on investment. I'm investing my time and my money. I want a return in the ways of revenue, right? The reason why people tend to skip this step is because sometimes you're a little impatient. Sometimes you don't know to look at this. Sometimes you feel like you might be doing this better than you really are, right? Because you're not tracking things in your business. But this is where you build leverage. It's where scalability comes into play, right? And maximizing your return on investment. This is a strategy Starbucks uses, right? It's a strategy that the big guys are doing that smaller businesses, micro businesses, solopreneurs forget to do, or maybe just don't even know. So what you want to look at is you want to look at how you're taking care of your money investments. So I call this money stewardship. And if you look at the time, the people, the marketing, your technology, your systems, how can you better use those to increase your capacity in order to be able to increase your revenue? Had a conversation with a business today, and we were talking about, I was like, what's your biggest hurdle? Like, if you were going to double your business tomorrow, where is the hurdle? And the hurdle is in production, right? So we want to be able to allow production to meet demand, meet capacity, increase our ability to serve. So sometimes that means, you're making new investments, but you also need to make sure that you're getting as much from that investment as possible. I feel like I need a caveat here. you'll never get to 100%. So don't expect it. You're never going to get 100% capacity out of your team because there are things like vacations and holidays and sick days, right? And off days, if you will. So we're not looking for perfection. We're looking for good enough. Typically, good enough happens around 80%. But where I see people operating, when we come in and do a business audit on a business and I look at this area of capacity and leverage and scalability, typically people are operating at a 50% level of their capacity. So if we can just get anywhere in between 50 and 80%, that's money in the bank. That's profit, right? Coming straight to you because you're not having to expend more. So really think about how are you leveraging, how are you maximizing your investments so that the money that you've already spent is being well taken care of, right? And it's producing the maximum return that it can. Our third step is going to be about money out. So the first one talked about money in, second one talked about what we're doing with our money stewardship. The next one is money out. This is a place to where I think business owners can nickel and dime themselves to death. My mom and I were talking about a story where she read another business where they had $16 million embezzled. She's like, how does that happen? And I was like, I can tell you. I can tell you right now. Because somewhere along the line, a business owner had it in their mind that they weren't good at numbers, right? So when the opportunity came to put a check and balance in place, they didn't put that check and balance in place. And sometimes all this means is a glancing, right, of your expenses and looking at what you're spending money on and what you're not utilizing. So a lot of ways, our expenses in business are becoming more subscription based. And so we can have a subscription that is on our books that we're not using anymore. We forgot that we even had, right? Or we're paying for a service that was really important a year ago, but business shifted and then this happened and we forgot all about it. Yet we're still paying for it. When I have business owners go through this one exercise of just doing a download of the most common expenses that they have in their business, inevitably they find money. Hands down. I've never had anybody not find money to be able to put back into their business, right? To be able to improve cash flow. So that's your 3 categories that I want you to look at when you're looking at improving small business cash flow. These are the simple, easy things that you can do today. And when you do that, like I said, it will change your life. It will change your business, and you will have that profitable, sustainable business that you are striving for, one that can help you reach your goals. Well, today I got to tell you, if you're not having these conversations, if you're not a part of a community that is really talking about what it really takes to be profitable and sustainable in a business, then you need to find that. That's one of the reasons why we created the Your Biz community, a place where women entrepreneurs who are trying to achieve great things in their business can work together to help each other succeed by saying, here's how it's working for me. Here's what changed the way I looked at things. Have you considered, right? Have you considered changing this or thinking about this or asking this question? These are the things that help you be a better business owner and help you think past your day-to-day obligations. So if you're looking for a community like that, reach out to us, DM us. We're happy to share a little bit more about the amazing, smart women entrepreneurs that are in the community. So that is all for today, guys. Talk to me. What is it that you're going to take away? What is it that you're going to put into action? How can some of these strategies really change your business? So that's all for today. I hope you're doing well, and come back next week when we've got another great video for you to help you grow and scale. I'm Leslie Hassler with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching, and We'll be talking to you soon.